stars. I've been to hell and back again. Born for the blue skies, we'll survive the rain. Born for the sunrise, we'll survive the pain. We're singing, hey, you can't count us out. We've been running up against the crowd. Yeah, we're the dark horses. We're singing, wait, it's not over now. We've been down, but we've never been out. Yeah, we're the dark horses.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 1-year anniversary of the DarkMatch. Can you believe it? I'm the Revolver Man.
I'm No Leaf Clover.
I'm Iron Bite.
All right, let's get on with here. Here's your Iron Sheik tweet for the week. Shut up, Nelly. Here's your Iron Sheik tweet for the week. Hook many only good because of me. He should be called Hook Sucka Dickomania forever if it wasn't for Sheiky.
Oh, Sheiky.
Hey Sheik, we all remember how excited you were putting over Hulkamania. Your trunks revealed at that match.
He was just happy to make someone humble.
Oh, God. Now I had that punch in my head.
Did he really humble Hulk Hogan?
Well,
Yeah.
humbled him in the base of the skull if the angles are anything to go by.
Yeah. Well, you know Shweek, if it's got a hole, he'll sack it. If it doesn't have a hole, he'll sack a hole into it.
Wow. And here I was just gonna crack a joke about
1-year anniversary of DarkMatch.
And here I was just gonna crack a joke about him having a little double axe handle, if you know what I mean.
Wow, chicka wow wow.
1-year anniversary, folks. Isn't this awesome? I mean, we've been doing this.
And by the way, for those trying to say, "Oh, last year's episode was on January 27th," blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. We're going by pay-per-views days.
Yeah.
Way.
Don't be a picky McPickerson.
Be a douchey McDouchebag, but let's see.
Don't be retarded like those two with those shitty names.
Yeah. We've lost some, we've gained some. You know what? I think we've had a pretty good year.
I really don't care. I just want to talk about the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I do. Oh, God, the Royal Rumble.
The 2012 Royal Rumble.
With a set that I miss when WWE pay-per-view sets are actually unique pay-per-view sets instead of just their normal setup with a couple of extra screens.
Yeah.
Well, it's cheaper to do it this way, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember the first Royal Rumble I ever saw was the 2000 Royal Rumble, the street fight one.
I feel bad for you.
What? That was an awesome Royal Rumble. It had Mae Young's puppies.
Oh, God.
I feel so sorry for you.
And my grandmother was watching with us when that happened.
There were two good things on that card. The street fight and the Royal Rumble. That's it. Well, and the table match. But
Did you
that's
really
it.
just give me such cannon fodder as to say that you were watching a pay-per-view with naked grandma tits with your grandma?
I really did.
You make it too fucking easy on the show. I quit.
Well, we lost another guy.
So we're going to curtain jerk with the World Heavyweight Championship match.
Oh, how the mighty titles have fallen.
Well,
And before we really get into it, though, going to this pay-per-view, besides the Rumble match itself, they only had 3 matches announced.
yeah,
Sure.
they did.
It was another case of them not booking anything until the last minute, and even just, hey, surprise, we got more matches on the show than we told you we were going to have. And once again...
That happens way too much nowadays.
Well,
It does.
see, normally I'd sit there and say, if you advertise it, people will pay just to see a lot of those matches that you didn't advertise. But this time, I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that when we get to those specific matches. But you know what? The steel cage match for the World Heavyweight Championship being out first, I'm not too upset about because Mark Henry is hurt, and I guess they wanted to get it over with. But
Get it out of the way, give people time to recuperate to be in the Royal Rumble.
yeah, pretty much that.
Here's my idea. Don't put Mark Henry injured in a goddamn match.
Well, again, to be fair, Mark Henry's the one insisting that he needs to be competing in these type of matches. So
If
it's
he
a
can get
little
medically cleared, they have no reason not to.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So,
And he did. It's not like he did a whole bunch in the match or anything. So
Kurt
they
Angle insists.
protected him as much as possible.
Kurt Angle insists he can still do the Olympics, so that's not a good way to go by.
no, not.
That's different. This is where the people you're in there working with are trying to protect you. And really, you can't ask for two better professionals than Daniel Bryan and Big Show.
Yeah, they're going to take care of him.
Fair
And,
enough. Fair enough.
But this match was
and it does help not derail WWE's long-term plans
yeah,
as much as not being on the show would have.
yeah. So this
Are there long? I've never heard of any long-term plans for WWE.
they have better long-term plans than TNA. That's for damn sure.
They were going to keep the title on Mark Henry a lot longer than they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this match, I was not actually too disappointed with this match. I mean, it's two big guys in a cage with a little guy. Not a whole lot you can do except, beat the shit out of the little guy for a while, and then the little guy somehow manages to escape.
I think the actual finish itself was easy to predict, but the manner in which they did it was actually kind of original. I mean,
Yeah, I like the fact that Daniel Bryan. I like the fact that the door closed and Daniel Bryan went right to scale the cage. Like you never see people actually do that. Like even in kayfabe terms, no one just tries to run straight up the cage.
No, it's like, oh, I'm gonna beat you up a little bit, then I'll try to escape. No, this was, fuck this.
I think the idea behind that is that typically by the time you get a cage match in a feud, the guys just want to abuse each other a little bit before just beating each other.
Yeah.
But often enough, though, you get the situation like tonight where you got that one heel that just wants to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
It works both ways.
It was one of the few times that the strange escape the cage rules that WWEF invented back in the day actually works for the match.
Yeah.
I think that usually works for them. It's just not everyone can do it. It's like a ladder match. Not everyone can do a cage match.
No.
Yeah, not everyone can do a cage match well when you have an escape clause on it.
I don't know. I've always found it strange since at least back in the day, the cage match was the big brutal blow off match. So to make an escape, but that's getting into the philosophy of wrestling, and that's not what we're here for.
We'll do that on Four Corners sometime.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So
Cheap
this
plug.
Cheese
Yeah.
log.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was a pretty decent cage match. Daniel Bryan, of course, wins after Big Show basically dangles him outside and then drops him.
Oops, Butterfingers.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan's on the outside of the cage, and he's just holding on to him, trying to pull him back in, and he just dead weights Big Show.
It was actually we're making the spot sound lamer than it actually was.
It really is good. You got to go see it.
Yeah.
It was something to be. It was. They thought about this spot and worked good on it. It was not just halfway through the match. Oh fuck, how are we going to finish this? You hold me over the cage. Okay.
I honestly thought they were going to go with the Big Show choke slam Daniel Bryan off the cage to the outside.
Ooh,
but then I realized
that would have been brutal, and I don't think that would have worked out too well with a title.
No. But then I remembered, oh, this is 2012, and Mick Foley's not in the match trying to be insane.
Oh, we'll get to Mick Foley.
Oh yeah, we will. But
we can make all the catchphrases, people.
Yes,
yeah.
we will. And your
Check
winner.
out our tangent counter. It's awesome.
Yeah, tangent counter, awesome.
Ding.
Your winner. Your winner, by the way, and still world heavyweight champion, and also dedicated this match to his girlfriend AJ, Daniel Bryan.
AJ needs to eat a cheeseburger.
She's 95 pounds. You're 500 pounds. Thanks, Elmo. Oh, seriously, I know he only said that once, and it was actually pretty funny when he said it. But goddamn, WWE, stop showing it again.
Oh, we'll get to shit that they should just stop showing it later. But oh god,
I don't know what you're talking about. Hornswoggle wasn't on the show tonight.
So, we
Oh
also
my
get a-
God, Hornswoggle is not in the Royal Rumble. I just realized that.
neither
No
was
one got buried by a midget.
neither were a couple people, but we'll get to that when we hit the Rumble.
Yeah.
Yes.
They aired a promo for the Elimination Chamber that I thought was kind of clever, with Sheamus reciting that Irish poem, or what was supposed to be an Irish poem. I liked it.
I sure
I
as
don't
hell beat Santino dressed as a gypsy looking in a crystal ball.
Yeah, it really does. And
If he didn't destroy that ball in that promo, he would have won the Royal Rumble, you know.
yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly how it
It's
works,
such a bad luck.
So then we get a nice video package that is hyping up John Cena versus The Rock at WrestleMania 28.
Which is why John Cena's feuding with Kane right now.
Yes, exactly, because that makes sense.
And I'm sorry to, I just have to say this, Revolver Man, what you just said a minute ago about Santino made me think that before the Royal Rumble, they give everyone a crystal ball, and whoever wins is the one that doesn't break it in the time that.
No, it's an egg.
It's like in that that home ec class where they give you the egg and you have to take care of it like a baby.
Yes, but
And that's how we determine our future legends and world champions in professional wrestling.
do you think anybody tries to fake out with the crystal ball and they have like 6 or 7 of them hidden in the back or something?
Yeah.
You have to write your name on the bottom so I can tell it's yours, okay?
Oh,
Put my
God.
signature on it.
So we have our. So next
Decorate the
up.
house if you like.
I want to talk about this Cena promo first.
Okay.
No, I
because-
want to talk about eggs.
No, I want to talk about something that actually pertains to our show.
All right.
Yeah, let's talk about the Cena promo. I mean, here's the thing. It's not a bad promo, but I'm so over them freaking hyping this stupid match that I have no interest in seeing anymore.
I'm kind of mad that they're sacrificing Zack Ryder to the altar of this feud for whatever reason.
It's not that this isn't even part of this feud. It's more along the lines of they're trying to actually get a face heel dynamic, because Lord knows they can't turn Rocky heel because he's never fucking there. So they got to go with John Cena, which doesn't make much sense.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
you know what? To be fair, though, they did turn Rock heel before on the premise of him not being there.
That's true. But
But he was not a quote-unquote legend yet.
no. So instead, I mean, they're but the promo did show a lot of what trying to turn John Cena heel is not gonna work.
You're not going to have a heel in this feud. It's going to be
No.
Well, I think when they get to WrestleMania, John Cena's just gonna get booed anyways. But considering the match he has later on in the night, I don't think. I think there are reasons why he's not going to have a successful heel turn, but I'll get into that when we get to that part of the show.
Yeah. Pretty much what you can expect at WrestleMania is like Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan at SummerSlam a few years ago, except without the overselling and douchebag backstage shit.
That overselling actually made that match.
No. Well, let me explain. It's the way they set it up was there was no actual heel. It was just two extremely over legendary faces trying to.
No, Michaels was HBK was the heel in that feud.
you don't remember. You don't
I don't look
remember
at his actions as him being a heel. They were heelish.
Yeah.
But that to me doesn't really make him a heel.
Don't you remember the promo in Montreal when he faked out with Bret Hart? That was a heel. That was pure 100% awesome heel moment.
Oh, that was. But
And
against
it was one of the loudest I've heard WWE crowd get in a very long time.
yeah. Anyway,
Hey, here's an unannounced.
and everyone at home, pay attention now. When I signal you to raise your hand, raise it. If you would have bought this match,
No.
Beth Phoenix, Natalya, the Bella Twins, versus Kelly, Tamina, Alicia Fox, and Eve Torres. Raise your hands.
No.
Stop sitting on your hands.
I'm not sitting on my hand.
Stop it, Iron Bite.
I'm doing other things with my hands.
Stop fingering your butthole.
No, seriously.
I'm done.
This match just comes right the fuck out of nowhere. And when I say right the fuck out of nowhere, I mean that right the fuck out of nowhere. There was no hype. There was no indications that this match was even on the horizon. It was just, oh, here's a Divas match. What the fuck?
Who cares? They have this man. They have these Divas matches. You can pretty much guarantee that whether it's announced or not, there's gonna be some random ass Divas match. It's either gonna be a Lumberjills match or a stupid 6-person tag. It's always something. The Divas always show up.
But you know, I did like something about this match. I did like something about this match. Both teams were color coordinated,
except for Tamina. She was like half-assing it.
Well, Tamina's Tamina, and I don't really expect her to have much fashion sense, but.
Well, no, it wasn't that. I think it actually symbolizes the solidarity between the teams.
Yeah, it did, but I did like the color coordination. Yeah. You know, green versus orange, and well, no, Tamina had some orange on her. Tamina had some orange. It was like
she did, but it wasn't the orange. It wasn't the same shade. There was no gold.
No, it was more like, oh, black. Oh, here's some orange. And her hair was just weird.
Anyway, I could crack a joke. You're like, you know, down here in TNA, that's why we don't put the women over, brother. They spend more time coordinating their outfits than they do planning their match.
Hogan.
What's up, brother?
Here's some pills. Go take them.
Are they pain pills?
Yes, they are.
Sweet, hand them over, brother.
So
shit, I dropped him. I can't bend over. Someone pick this up. My back
hey Hogan, I got oil. Hey Hogan, I got you a Christmas present. It's one of those claw grabbers you can get at the fair.
This match.
Can I do a leg drop with it?
Yes, you can. You can even pose with it.
Stupid.
Hogan posing with that claw grabber. Oh God. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, this match happened. Okay, there was highs when certain people were in. There were lows when certain people were in, and then there was, why the fuck is Kelly taking out her own team? No, I seriously want to fucking know why the hell Kelly decided to do to just take out both teams at once. Can somebody explain that to me?
Because Kelly is the super face of the Divas.
She could pick them all up and put them in her pocket.
She doesn't use her pockets.
Well, now you know where she keeps Alicia Fox.
How does she keep Alicia Fox in her pocket?
Well, she folds Chicka Bow Wow.
She folds
like Pokemon.
That's not about Chicka Wow Wow. That's just confusing. Her hammer's
like Pokemon. You've seen the ears and the cat hat thingy? Throws a ball at her and she shrinks.
Oh, you know what? I mean,
no, that's not true. Because all the Divas probably get a lot of balls thrown at them every.
Hey, I wasn't going in that direction.
But I was.
I was making a furry anime joke, but you're creepy.
Hey! If you're making an anime joke, it naturally evolves into a hentai joke.
It's true.
There are no tentacles in wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, actually,
not yet.
You're wrong.
No, there's the octopus hold.
No. There are tentacles in wrestling. You have to go to Japan for it, but there.
I don't want to go to Japan for anything.
So you know what? There was a very interesting story that was being told in this match. Beth don't give a fuck. Now, granted, Beth don't give a fuck at all, but the end.
It's just because she can't see out of her right eye right now.
Yeah, no, but Beth goes to just tags herself in from one of the bells, and I mean, she tags herself in, and then tells the whatever Bella twin to get the fuck out of my ring, hits the glam slam for the win, and then after the match, it's like, I don't give a fuck. Stop trying to touch me.
That's because
you got to remember that even in character, the Divas of Doom do not like the Bellas.
Mm.
Well, what I think it is, she's frustrated over what's going to happen in the Royal Rumble, so she's probably not very happy right now. get by during the Royal Rumble.
Or like she's more frustrated at what's going to happen tomorrow night.
Oh God, guys. Did you
Anyway,
enjoy the recap on SmackDown where they showed Kane chokeslamming Zack Ryder through the stage?
No, I missed it. I blinked and it was gone.
Well, get ready because they're going to show it again at the Rumble.
At least this time they trimmed parts out of it.
Yeah, they just went down to the nitty gritty. And okay, I'm going to say that they kind of missed out on something here, but
WWE needs to stop building their stage with cardboard, by the way.
yeah, they really and Scotch tape. But we go to the back where Zack.
Hey! That was not Scotch tape. That was duct tape. Difference.
No, it was clear.
It
They
was.
don't clear duct tape.
They make clear duct tape.
Son of a bitch! I need to get some.
Yeah, I do too now. So we go
That shit'll
backstage.
turn you invisible.
Where we go?
Red Green show up in this bitch.
So we go backstage where Zack Ryder is being rolled up in a wheelchair and backwards.
Did you say
And,
Jack Ryder?
Yes, I said Zack Ryder.
Sounded like Jack.
No, it was Zack.
I heard
You're not
Jack was
here.
waiting.
And
What I want to do after the show.
who will show up but Johnny Ace, motherfucker? Oh, and he's got a very special room set up. Foreshadowing. Oh, I have some. I'm sorry, guys. I had something. I just had to clear it. He's got his own dressing room, and that's not foreshadowing at all.
I mean, someone does something that's not on any other show that seems kind of trivial, and it's not an Impact show, so it's going to have meaning later?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, I'll say this. I'll save it for after the match. And as Laurinaitis is just going the woo woo woo. Here comes Eve, and I didn't know this, but Eve knows big words, and she would like to tell us all about her newly acquired.
Dude, she has a college degree.
She went to USC.
Yeah.
That's like a school.
Yeah, man. They're not bowl eligible, but they are accredited.
Yeah.
Oh, but she hopes that Johnny Ace gets fired, and he's like,
And Iron Bite no sells the proving of him wrong.
yeah, give a fuck. She's a cheerleader.
So,
I
George
haven't.
Bush was a cheerleader.
Who?
Did you seriously just ask who to George Bush?
Oh God, really?
And you're putting down Eve?
Thanks for proving my point. And she just
Where
told,
are we going with this?
I don't know, something about
To
John
Yale.
getting fired.
I prefer Harvard.
Oh God. Anyways.
John Cena versus Kane. This happened.
Yeah. This.
Yeah, suddenly Kane is a monster again. Who would have thought?
This match was not interesting in the least. Did anyone else just completely lose focus during this match?
A little bit.
I have a really nice pattern on my ceiling of
I think I started playing League of Legends. Can't remember.
It's just these two had the most basic kind of plotting quasi sort of big guy versus big guy match. Nothing special happened.
No.
And what really ticked me off is that we thought we were gonna see, super angry John Cena, and he was gonna be serious and ready to go and beat up Kane and take the fight to him. And this match
had Cena match.
Yeah, it's a typical Cena match. There was no intensity, no frustration. It's all the same spots.
That's because Cena's been taught to wrestle that match for the past 6.5 years. He literally doesn't know how to do a different match.
I think he does. He's just not allowed to.
I mean, he's at the point, and I mean, I've made a lot of excuses for Cena, but he's at the point in his career where if he wants to go out and wrestle a different kind of match, he can do it.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah, what are they going to do? Oh, wow, you didn't do all your spots like in order we did. We're taking you off the TV for 6 months.
Wait, what? I'm John fucking Cena. You can't do that. Yeah,
So basically encouraging Hulk Hogan behavior?
No, I'm encouraging, Cena actually give us.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah,
Joke.
okay. So we have. I mean, this match was basically Kane. Anything that Cena could do, Kane just countered it. That was the basic story of it. Cena couldn't hit the five knuckle shuffle because Kane would, when he went down to go, you can't see me. Oh, there's a choke slam. Cena then decides, hey, I'm just gonna go from the top, and yeah, and then
Oh, maybe Cena should have stopped doing all of this showboaty horse shit if it was having that many problems.
Oh yeah.
So then we get a double count out. That was it, and then shit got weird.
Yeah, and I up until this point, once the bell rang to start this match, up until when it's like rang to end the match, it was like I was hypnotized and I just didn't care about the match between the two.
So yeah, I mean, this was just, I mean, after the match, that's when actually things got interesting because they started a brawl to the back, and this is where the foreshadowing comes back to back. As they get near the back, apparently Zack Ryder's dressing room slash green room slash whatever room it is, was in the gorilla position. And
Here, Zach, you won the gorilla position room for the week.
and Kane looks at it, literally just looks at it, and
It really looked like four walls they just set up to make a makeshift room wherever they
yeah,
want.
and
Yeah,
Kane
really.
busts down the door.
At this point, you think Ryder would like keep a shotgun in his dressing room or something?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he tears that place apart like it's just a dollhouse.
But
Seriously, I would love it if like next week Zack Ryder showed up with like an assault rifle and he says, "Cena can't put you down, but I can put you down."
I don't think Zack Ryder's going to be doing much of anything for a while. But Kane uses the whole, the does my hand smell like chloroform? Oh yes, it does.
Yeah, he just ragdolls what's his Zack Ryder like a doll.
Yeah, Kane
Kane-
takes Ryder out of the little room, drags him into the ring. Literally, just drags him into the ring. Eve runs out. It's like, no, no! Look at my tears. My tears are amazing.
She runs in and she starts crying. She starts saying, Kane, no, Kane, no. But she doesn't like kick him in the balls or spin at his eye or flick him a little hard. She just
Well,
she just stands there and lets
Oh my
Zack
God!
Ryder get tombstoned.
yeah,
I'm a witness.
Kane just.
Thank you, Eve. We don't have a stadium full of thousands of them.
And videotaped and digital copies and everything else.
Yeah, Kane tombstones Ryder, and this brings out Cena, who jogs gingerly back to the ring, and
No hurry. Gotta keep cardio up.
Yeah, it's funny how John Cena could no sell a DDT in concrete and be fine in 5 minutes, but Kane
back.
Not even 5 minutes.
Kane, sticks his hand over his mouth, and all of a sudden it's fucking death.
Yeah.
Hey. As long as Cena gets his oxygen, he's fine. The moment that gets cut, everything goes out.
No, clearly, guys, you know what this means, right? Clearly, Kane had a kryptonite glove.
Oh!
Clearly. But how did it affect Ryder?
Well, Ryder was already hurt.
Yeah.
Well, obviously he was spending time with China.
That too. So,
Wink,
what
wink,
we get to see is Cena attempts the FU, fuck the AA, and instead it's like, oh, my back. I guess from carrying the company for the past 6 years.
My brittle old man back.
And then hits the choke slam, and then he's like, ha ha ha. Ha ha ha, I just hit Carnage. And this brings out the WWE officials. Ryder's stretchered out while Cena sits up on the ropes like going, my best friend is hurt. I'm sad now.
Yeah.
It always bugs me that when shit like this happens, like, security never comes out until
After
after the fact. Yeah, like I know it's wrestling, but still, like if you're gonna have the security people come down and referees and shit, like there wasn't a referee anywhere backstage when Ryder was getting dragged in the ring?
Oh, the greatest thing happened. As Kane is wheeling an unconscious Ryder out to the stage, 3 backstage guys walk by, take one look at Kane and Ryder, and are like, you know, fuck this.
No, you know what the thing was? It was the union coffee break. As soon as the union coffee break ended, right when Kane was finished up, they came right out.
Union rules, man.
Yeah, they're strict on that. If they came out during their break, they could have got fined. They could have got some serious fines for that shit.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's pretty much yeah. Wow. Yeah, just
Speaking of a coffee break, Drew McIntyre versus Brodus Clay.
oh
Once
god.
again, if you would have paid for this match, raise your hand.
My hand is up. Funkasaurus, baby.
Oh,
You can't
No.
raise your hand just for fucking Brodus Clay.
yeah, dude, it's got to be more than what this match was.
It was Brodus Clay sexually assaulting Drew McIntyre. What else do you want?
Ugh.
Lots more?
Lots more sexual assault? All right.
No.
You know what? You know what? Said something to JR about this match. If Brodus Clay was to win the Royal Rumble, she would never watch wrestling again. Not even Punk could make her come out, and she is a die-hard Punk fan. I mean, there's probably not a bigger Punk fan that I know. But god damn, I know what they're trying to do with Brodus Clay. I know they were trying to, you know, say, hey, this is what we're gonna we've got to do something a little bit different than angry Rhino. But my god. Just my god.
I still wish his finisher was literally just him doing his funk dance and the other guy falls down like it's a psychic attack.
Too much stupid.
Drew McIntyre continues his attempt to surpass Heath Slater's losing streak on TV.
This is something we haven't seen since the early 90s. The full-on jobber match on a pay-per-view.
I know. And
We haven't seen this since Kane cashed in Money in the Bank on Chavo. Become the ECW champion.
Actually, no. Kane won a battle royale to kill Chavo. If I remember correctly.
No, it was. I can't remember what it was. Like Chavo came out for a match, and I don't know if he won the match or what. But Kane came out.
Kane had won the Battle Royal Dark Match that no one saw before WrestleMania started.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And then Chavo comes down, and he's already to defend the title, and Kane runs up behind him, choke slams him, pins him 1, 2, 3.
This wasn't much different than that.
Yeah. So Brodus Clay dances with his girls. Blah blah blah. People are pissed.
I know many people who wish they keep fighting with that tracksuit because they cannot stand that Dusty Rhodes style singlet he has to wear.
I think it adds to his character. It just makes him look fun.
Yeah, it kind of does. So guys,
Kool-Aid!
Guys,
he's like that fat chick at the beach.
What?
Like,
really?
seriously, look at that. It's funny.
Anyways, so WWE champion.
Person.
I am not.
You are.
Bad people exist, man. You can't ignore them just because you don't like them, No Leaf.
It's true. You know what? Let's move on. Let's move on.
They have feelings.
A section of our audience to lose. So WWE Championship match. Did anybody see this as just one big screw job?
No, I knew they weren't going to do the screw job route.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, I kind of once they mentioned that Triple H was going to come back, I kind of was like, I didn't like that because it kind of telegraphed the ending of the match.
Yeah. I did expect a
frankly,
screw job ending, but at the same time, I'm glad they didn't do it, and I'm really pleased with the way they did this.
Yeah. I hate to say this, guys. As good as Dolph Ziggler has gotten, I don't think he's ready to be the quote unquote face of the company.
But he already was World Heavyweight Champion, remember?
for a second. Well, no, actually no, it was longer than Big Show. So, I'm gonna get in trouble. Big Show's gonna hear that. He's gonna come after me.
Yeah. Big Show's gonna watch this one specific episode, and then he's gonna find out where you live, and he's gonna cripple you.
It's like, hey, this is the year anniversary. This should be fun to listen to. What the fuck was that?
Okay, Iron Bite, I'm gonna come kill you.
He said something that was factually true. How dare he?
Can we sign an autograph or two before you kill me? Okay.
Absolutely, I always respect my friends.
Your
Well, not really
friends?
your friend. but-
France?
That's how he pronounces it. Damn it.
Or is that how you pronounce it in Canada?
So,
Are we gonna have Team USA versus Canada again?
You should.
But before this match, John Laurinaitis makes an announcement that he's not going to be the special guest referee, but the special
Ring enforcer.
ring enforcer thing. I don't know. The dude
And he comes out in the muscle ref shirt, by the way.
yeah, he needs to
And
get
he has less muscle than me.
He has less muscles than I do. Okay,
Johnny Ace, Vince McMahon is 325 years old, and he still has a better body than you.
Johnny Ace needs to get a tan before he comes out in muscle shirts.
Had to regrow his mullet. His body type would work if he had the mullet back.
Yeah. So,
Speaking of tan, we'll get to Sheamus, okay?
I mean, we had one good thing. Laurinaitis sent Vicky Guerrero to the back because, as we know,
but she got all the screaming out during the match she normally would have in the 5 seconds it took her to leave the ring.
I know.
And see, I love everything Laurinaitis is doing here, and there's still more to come, and it's so uncharacteristic of him. But if you think about it, it is very much characteristic.
Yeah.
He's actually playing an evil bastard quite well, especially considering for the first little bit he was just McMahon clone number. No, he wasn't McMahon clone. He was Bischoff clone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's harsh.
Ew.
That's not harsh. Bischoff was an awesome evil boss.
Hey! My name is John Laurinaitis. I'm the Executive Vice President of Talent Relations. In the interim,
I have hot lesbian action for you.
Now listen here, Revolver Man. I'm going to tell you that I am much, much better than Eric Bischoff. For starters, I would never have my son be a referee and then turn him into a wrestler.
That's a good one.
It's a popcorn vendor.
I'm only going to do that with my nephew, but he's playing with the Rams.
However, I should note that Johnny Ace is probably the real person behind hot lesbian action and not Eric Bischoff, knowing his hiring practices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this match.
Let's go to Red Tube to find our next Divas champion.
So Ziggler versus Punk. I mean,
Wait a minute, she has a penis. This could be almost as good an angle as she has right now.
This match happened.
Next China.
I'm going to say this, guys. This match was good.
I was impressed. Although I did not like that by the end, it was really just Dolph Ziggler finishers.
Yeah. At the end, it was Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, we get it. He's going to lose. But up until that point, it was good.
Also, Dolph Ziggler's hair is looking more and more like uncooked pasta every fucking week.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. I'm Italian. He's got my vote.
Stevens, he's not running for any type of office.
You're an idiot.
I'm just telling you, he's not running for office.
Shut up and do the fucking match.
No, I'm going to tell you, Ziggler is not running
Then
for office.
go
He's
walk your dogs or something. I don't. God damn it.
I would say to get us off this thing that this
Figure of freaking speech, man.
This match was very well paced, and it in extreme contrast to the frickin' John Cena Kane match, which is plotting and frickin' boring. This match was very well paced until the end, where I think we all kind of expected, if not a screw job, then shenanigans of some kind.
And there were none. There was the only shenanigans really you can say was John Laurinaitis going, Are you okay? Seriously, I know, Punk. Punk was thrown at you, but are you okay?
You know,
Seriously.
I'm just like thinking Johnny Ace thinking, "Fuck man, why are you nearly dead? He just tapped you. Are you, do you have like a medical condition or something?
No,
Are we liable?"
And he climbs in the ring to help set the match straight a little bit, and Punk is like yelling at him, even though he's doing,
Yeah, that's what I couldn't stand about the King in this match. Like, oh, look at that Johnny Ace being evil by being completely fair.
Well,
Yeah.
no. King was calling it like it actually was, and what it is. Everything he did in this match, even though it was beneficial to Punk, was very typical Johnny Ace. He did not call this match down the middle, which is what Punk wanted, and he proved Punk right. What he did was his job was on the line. His ass is about to get screwed, so he's cramming at the last minute to build up good karma. And
This is not Fallout. You can't pull that kind of crap in the real life.
no, and,
Yeah.
no, and he was selling out his biggest supporters, the people he had backed, the people that had backed him. He's selling them out to save his own ass. Everything from taking himself out of the ring initially, to kicking Vicky out of ringside, to trying to help the ref, to trying to help Punk out and make sure the match is going straight and everything, all the way up until the finish. Like even when Punk had Ziggler up on his shoulders to do the GTS, and he spun him around and accidentally hit Laurinaitis in the back of the head with Ziggler's legs, Laurinaitis actually thought Punk had hit him on purpose, but he still didn't do anything because he's afraid of losing his job.
Mm-hmm.
So
But again, as we
It's
said,
it's surprisingly subtle from WWE.
yes, very
yeah,
subtle.
There was also an
very
awesome
subtle, but it's completely in tune with Laurinaitis being the biggest goddamn weasel in the last decade in wrestling.
He is the quintessential corporate tool. I mean, Vince McMahon was an evil boss, but he wasn't a corporate tool.
Yeah,
No.
this is
Well,
like
that's because he's the boss.
Yeah, well, you can be John Laurinaitis is the boss, and he's still a corporate tool.
what you can relate it to is Grimmer Wormtongue from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's a good one.
He's a freaking stooge to Saruman, but when he gets told to go out and run things at Rodan, or I'm sorry, I'm not the biggest nerd, so I'm not probably pronouncing all these names right.
Shit.
But I'm not a Lord of the Rings nerd.
Okay,
So,
there we go.
So there were a couple spots that we should talk about. I mean, there was the spot where Punk suffered a mild concussion when Ziggler basically swept his feet out from under him and dropped him on his
Sweep
head.
the leg! Sweep the leg!
And then there was the part where Ziggler countered the GTS with the midair famouser.
Yeah, that was nice.
That spot was nuts.
It was.
I thought they were gonna. That was the only moment like, holy fuck, they might actually give this to Ziggler, because that was just a completely out of fucking nowhere move.
Yeah, and then GTS on Ziggler, and Laurinaitis slides in the ring, looks the ref dead in the eye, and helps count.
And the thing is, he slid in the ring at the 2 count, so he only counted 2 times.
And I noticed that actually the ref looked directly at him when he counted the 2, and then looked back at Punk to count the 3.
Yeah, he kind of paused, like, "What the fuck are you doing? Fuck it, let's finish this." I don't have time for your bullshit, Lori. I'm gonna call him Lori from now on.
I have a friend who calls him that.
By the way, guys, the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania is 62 days away.
63. Oh wait,
no, that was 63 as of yesterday.
We're not on Canada time.
Fuck you. I will kick your ass when you get to Vancouver.
What?
I don't understand that. Anyways, guys, we have a video package that's focusing on the history of the Royal Rumble, and then we kick off the Rumble match.
Okay, am I the only one who's noticed that WWE hype promos like to use a lot of math nowadays?
Well, they do basically they do the same promo for like they've done the same promo for every Royal Rumble for a while. They just keep adding numbers on.
They recap the statistics. It's kind of funny. There's 2 statistics where there's 2 cases of it happening. One is female participants. There's been 2 women that have participated in the Royal Rumble. Beth Phoenix, blah, 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 blah. No specific mention of China, but they did acknowledge hers too.
Yeah.
There have been 2 entrants that won the Royal Rumble from position number 1. Shawn Michaels, blah, 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 blah. No specific mention of Chris Benoit.
Yeah, Cole actually mentions the Miz could be the next person to do it from number 1 like Shawn Michaels did. And I yelled at my TV saying, who did it in 04, Cole? Who did it in 04?
And once again, we understand why they can't do that and why they
Yeah.
don't want to publicize China.
But-
I
and
don't think the
Benoit.
point is for
And,
us to
I'm sorry.
publicize
You
it.
mean,
You know what?
WWE is not interested in showing that fine work of art?
Well,
Hey, come on.
it's not that they don't want to, it's that they really can't without getting in a shit ton of trouble.
WWE films can branch into doing China's porn career.
No.
Why?
No.
Here's the thing, Roller Man. You just came up with a bad idea for a porn when Iron Bite is saying no.
I'm probably the most perverted member of the Dark Match, and I will wear that badge proudly. I want to see China naked and getting
Come
fucked.
on, she won an award for porn this year.
No.
Kid?
Yes.
She did, and then she cut a bunch of scathing promos on Vince McMahon while holding it in her hand. So she's like waving this gold dildo around and talking all this shit about Vince McMahon being an asshole. And
It was surreal to say the least.
I'm gonna have to YouTube that.
I don't know.
Actually, if you go to RedTube and type in "bust implants," yeah.
Okay, so moving right along, we get to the Rumble match itself. We're going to start off with Miz on the microphone, which is always a treat, and the number 2 spot belongs to Alex Riley. Also, the number 1 spot for being eliminated.
Riley, what happened to him? He was all over as fuck, and then just
drugs. He got caught with drugs.
Did he?
Yes.
It.
He got suspended for drugs, and his momentum was dead and buried after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's right. Because he got arrested for DUI earlier, and the only reason he didn't get buried then is because Miz vouched for him. Said, "No, we need him for this angle."
yeah.
And then he fucked up. He went the Evan Bourne route. They gave him a pass on the first time. He wasn't getting a pass the second time.
No.
So out next is
So you heard it here first, folks. The first person to get eliminated in the 2013 Royal Rumble will be Evan Bourne.
Oh God, R-Truth comes out, and Miz and R-Truth actually tries to hit the suplex cutter variation, but Miz is like, no.
Yeah.
I ain't letting you do that shit, you crazy asshole.
But I liked how they did this because they forced Miz into the number 1 spot last Monday on Raw, and the first couple people that come out are people that he has unfinished business with, so to speak, or at least a lot of animosity with in his history. Yeah. It really made me think. With Alex Riley coming out at number 2 and R-Truth coming out at number 3, it really made me think surprise entrant number 4 would be John Morrison. I honestly thought that for a second.
There would have been some serious. No, because if they brought John Morrison back, Melina would have been number 5.
She would have been the first person to win from number 5 too.
Number 4 spot comes out with Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna say this: Cody Rhodes and Miz.
Oh yeah.
Lasted Miz lasted the longest. Cody Rhodes was a very close second.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. And Miz and Rhodes actually had a nice little alliance going on throughout the Rumble. They didn't try to betray one another.
Well, they did circle each other a few times. They got a couple shots in on each other, but no outright betrayal. Like, hey, let's do this. Oh, I got you from behind, haha.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. And they double team Truth for a while, and then out comes the Cape Town Werewolf.
Who?
Justin Gabriel.
Yeah. Yeah, my thoughts exactly, No Leaf.
Yeah, and out next comes Primo, utterly useless without Rosa.
or as I put him on my list, generic Latino number 6.
I honestly
We're
thought that.
only at number 6.
I honestly, this might sound racist of me, but I thought that was Epico.
I have a friend who thought it was Epico too. I was talking.
I think even I said Epic. I was like, oh, it's Epico. Wait, no, it's
And no, it's not racist because we just don't know enough about these guys. We don't see enough of them to know who the fuck they are from one another.
And there are tag champions, ladies.
And they are cousins, so they do legitimately look very much alike. So I mean,
yeah. As Primo gets into the ring, by the way, Miz tosses Truth over the top rope, and so Truth is our number 2 elimination. And then Truth decides to drag Miz out of the ring underneath the bottom rope, and he hits Little Jimmy. And Miz is, out for a while. Great. Hey, our number 7 spot is a nostalgic spot.
Hey, let's get some commentary in here, not just recapping. Some commentary.
Oh, yeah.
Spot. One, they made no deal when Miz got back up and got back into the ring. They usually make a big deal when something kind of lines happens. And second, wouldn't Miz be like, I'm just going to relax out here for 5 or 6 entrants before I move back in? Not, I'm instantly going back in.
No, he
didn't instantly go back in.
Yeah, but the entire time he was hurt, not just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, our next entrant is Mick Foley, who eliminates Primo.
Yeah, Primo, you get bumped by the nostalgia guy. Good work.
Yeah.
Hey, someone has to get bumped by him.
And then Foley just beats the shit out of Cody Rhodes, and then out comes Ricardo Rodriguez.
He comes out to Alberto Del Rio's entrance. It's like Alberto Del Rio's song, his video, and everything.
Comes out in the car.
You see the car drive up and the horns honking and everything. But it's not a typical Alberto Del Rio car. It is a piece of shit. There's literally duct tape all over this fucking car. It's an 88 Ford POS with duct tape.
It was an 80s shitmobile. That was pure 80s shitmobile.
And this thing doesn't have chrome. Get the duct tape.
And in keeping with this theme, Ricardo Rodriguez's ring gear left a little bit much to be desired, such as the fact that his knee pads had stenciled on R's.
Yeah, he was rocking some. He was dressed like Alberto Del Rio from head to toe, and
except his shorts were not wrestling trunks; those were Hanes.
Yeah, they were.
No, they were Hanes.
No, they were wrestling trunks, dude.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
I fucking tell because
they're the old Hogan high brief style wrestling trunks.
And I was wrong. Wow. Anyway,
wait! Another callback to the '80s. The '80s shitmobile, now the '80s shit trunks.
Well, that's,
and
really, to be honest, he did just borrow the best car Hogan could afford right now.
Yeah, and Foley and Ricardo basically, take control and toss the Cape Town Werewolf out of the Rumble, and this brings out.
Actually, it wasn't. Oh yeah, I guess it was. Never mind, I'm wrong.
Yeah, and out comes Santino Marella, and Santino just decided. Santino and Ricardo just go at it, and Santino.
I'm the bigger comedy act.
No, I'm the bigger comedy act.
I'm funny because I have an accent. I speak a different language.
And Santino tosses.
I have the Cobra. I came out in the shitmobile.
I have this scarf. And Iron Bite thinks I'm wearing underwear.
Yeah, Santino tosses Ricardo out after a wedgie, and then we get.
Yeah, he Melvins Ricardo to get him over the rope.
We got Mr. Sacco versus the Cobra.
They circled each other for a good 5 minutes and didn't do a shit damn thing, and then
until Epico comes out or Primo, I can't tell whichever one.
It was Epico this time.
Yeah, and Foley and Santino toss
Epico.
Toss Epico out, and then Rhodes.
That's the shortest participation in this match, I think.
Yeah, and then no, actually it's second. Well, and then Miz and Rhodes. Miz and Rhodes actually come on back in and eliminate Santino and Foley.
But before that though, they circled up again with the Cobra and Mr. Sacco, and finally they locked up. Sacco got a good grip on the Cobra.
It was like lightsabers crossing.
Yeah.
It really was. It was one of those things that you have to see to believe.
They got
So
their
please,
Schwarzes tangled.
Please, folks.
Yeah, it was. The Schwartz is a better way to put it than the Force, I'd have to say.
Guys, please, ladies and gentlemen who listen to this dark match, all two of you, please.
Hey!
Hey, screw you. Don't bury our own show. We're not TNA.
Oh. For the millions and millions of you who listen to this show, please, for the love of God, order the replay of the Rumble. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, it's a good one this year.
Speaking of spot fests,
this brings out Kofi Kingston.
Speaking of spot fests,
and Kofi Kingston will later on get my Rumble Spot of the Night award that I just made up.
Didn't you make that up last year?
Probably. As we all this is the John Morrison Spot of the Night award.
That's better.
Which pretty much tells you that Evan Bourne is this year's Melina, and Kofi will be out of a job in 7 months.
Oh, wait a second. I should say this.
Well, at least Evan Bourne never slept with Batista.
That we know of.
Wow.
By the way, guys,
there is a term in the culture for that kind of guy. It's called a Twinkie.
By the way, guys,
why do you know this?
In keeping with this, in keeping with this award, I see nothing but big things for Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston was about to be eliminated by The Miz, and instead of jumping to the barrier, he does a handstand, which apparently CM Punk suggested he do.
Yeah. Which is quite a bit. That could have fucked up a lot of things if he oh shit, there I go.
It didn't really have that much potential to fuck up anything else because he was pretty inconsequential for the rest of the time he was in the match.
Yeah, it was just one of those cool spots. Anyways,
also,
I honestly say it kind of rivals John Morrison in the fact that it took a lot more physical effort to do that, and it was a lot harder to set up, I think, because
even Cole was putting it over. That should say a lot.
Because last year when Morrison did his Spider-Man thing, he just leapt from the apron to the barrier and hung on and climbed up and walked across. We've seen that dozens of times where someone walks across the ring barrier. We just saw someone walk on their hands to the stairs after getting thrown up into that position by someone else. That took the coordinated effort of two people.
Yeah, it kind of did.
And I'm sorry, but your arms and your shoulders are not meant to do that, so that's fucking hard, even if you are in shape.
Yes. But there's another
that was an impressive spot from
a
guy I wish was less spot monkey-ish and just more.
I think it was Kofi's attempt to get the office to realize, hey, we shouldn't hold Evan Bourne against this guy.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. Another thing I noticed about Kofi was he had Riddler trunks.
He did.
Really? I wasn't paying attention to his ass.
No, it was more of his boots. But, it was lime green, and there were question marks all over him, along with his typical black Kofi face, troll face thing with the braids.
Mm. It was Riddler. It was Riddler gear. I guess he was channeling Rey Mysterio in his superhero outfits.
No, so he's going for super villain outfits. Okay.
Well, Rey Mysterio dressed like the Joker one time.
And technically, in the comic books, Riddler is now a superhero.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Technically. Anyways, so our number 12 entrant is
He's not hypnotized by
the first of three spots that could have gone to someone else. Jerry the King Lawler.
If they had just done this once, then
I kind of liked it because it was kind of a good toss back to all the over-the-top bullshit that we got from the commentators, and really, the only two spoilers. We're going to jump ahead here a little bit, but we'll come back to the rest of the stuff. Jerry Lawler gets up and he's just sitting there at commentary, not wearing pants. He's just got his tights on. He takes off his dress shirt while the other two commentators are like, "Oh my god, what do you mean you're in it? I didn't see this coming at all." It's like you didn't see him wearing the fucking boots and the tights and just a dress shirt.
That's when that no. Jerry
Unless that implies that Jerry just wears his tights everywhere, so it's a normal thing for those two.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, I said this last night. I could literally see him, like before the show started, and they introduced the announcers, and they came out to their each came out to their own individual music. And Jerry came out, he's like da da, and he's wearing like pants and a shirt and everything just to keep it a secret and everything. He gets down to commentary and sits down and takes his pants off. I could see that. And it's not really that big a deal. I mean, that's actually a good way to do it, just to keep the fans in the dark. But at the same time, it's just like the idea of someone doing that is pretty fucking funny to me. It's like I can imagine. I like to pretend all my local news anchors do that.
So Jerry actually gets eliminated rather quickly. He hits the nostalgic spots, and then Rhodes tosses him out, and Cole's like, "Get back over here, Jerry. What were you thinking?" You know what? Whatever. And Booker T's like, "Man, Jerry, that's so brave. I wish I had taken."
Oh yeah,
on the
I forgot to say this earlier. Booker could shut the fuck up during this pay-per-view.
Yeah, he really
could. Shut the fuck up.
Out next is
Booker T
Jackson.
was slightly unbearable. No.
Yeah.
I'd say he was worse than Cole to this pay-per-view.
And that's saying a lot due to the fact that how much we hate Cole.
Oh, kidding.
Honestly, I didn't have a problem with the commentary this time. I must have a larger threshold of people saying stupid shit. Looks around at the rest of the people on this show.
So up next is personification of domination, Ezekiel. Sorry, Ezekiel Jackson. He comes in, is taking out Rhodes and Miz, then goes to work on Kingston because black on black violence is awesome. And this brings out Jinder Mahal.
Iron Bite just stole my joke.
Also, here's the real man who's going to win the Royal Rumble. Here comes Jinder motherfucking Mahal.
I did like what Lagana was tweeting at this point. It's a series of three tweets. At the point of Jinder Mahal being revealed, he goes, "Ring Ka King!"
Oh.
And nothing happens in between this and the next entrance, so let's just get right onto that one.
Yeah, the next entrance
well, here's the thing that annoyed me about Jinder coming in, as though...
It's Jinder Mahal, we get it, moving on.
I was just saying, he came to the ring super uber fucking slow, I was like, oh great, he's coming to the ring slow. That means he's going to get eliminated in like a second and we can all be happy. But no, he takes off all this shit super slow, and then just goes off to fight. And I was like, that was a crappy payoff.
Yeah, it's almost like WWE legitimately thinks that everyone buys this guy as a upper mid-card wrestler with Barrett and Sheamus. And it's like, no, we don't. Please tell me you're trolling us because this joke isn't funny.
No, it's not. Up next is the Great Khali is back. And Great Khali books it for a guy of his size to the ring, and
Lagana tweets Ring Ka King too.
And Khali just starts brain chopping everybody, and then tosses Mahal over the top rope, and then sends Jackson over the top rope. So go Great Khali, and of course, our next entrant, however, is Hunico. Gold-plated lowrider bike that Michael Cole had to tell us all about.
Every time that bike comes out, it looks more and more like a sick joke to me.
It really, really does.
This is racist.
I mean,
this is racist.
Yeah, I'm Canadian. I live pretty far north, but I can't see any culture adapting lowrider bicycles.
Well, no, here's the thing. They do exist. In some segments of Hispanic culture, they do exist. That's not the problem.
And they still look ridiculous.
But that's not the problem. It's not it's something that actually happens, which I think is why they think it isn't racist, because that's why they keep explaining it like, oh no, this is a real thing, but it's still fucking racist.
It's a stereotype.
Yeah, and then they have freaking Hunico on one episode of SmackDown trying to steal Booker T's fucking ring off his finger.
It
Remember
was
that?
fun when the Los Guerreros did it because it was cheeky and cute, and they were, making a lot of light of it. But he's trying to be serious.
They had talent. They were over. They knew how to be funny. Hunico, this guy used to be huge in Mexico.
Well, he was doing a lucha thing, not
Fair
WWE.
enough. He wasn't doing a freaking La Familia gimmick.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that. It's bad.
So Hunico just goes to work on Kofi. It's blah blah blah. I don't care because
But you know what though? I will say the unpopular thing. I am glad Hunico was in this match
okay.
because we got Lagana tweeting Lucha Ka King.
So next up,
and there's the trifecta of Lagana tweets from last night.
Thank you. So up next is Booker T. Now at this point, this kind of strains the credibility. Jerry always has his ring gear on. I don't care what type of an event he's at. He always has some variation on his ring gear on because at a moment's notice, Jerry the King Lawler will get up, get in that ring, and put on a show.
And that's one of the old rules of the business, too. Never go anywhere without your ring gear, not even to your grandmother's funeral.
Michael Cole is acting all surprised because Booker T, all he does is he gets up and strips off his shirt.
Again.
Michael Cole had been sitting next to Booker T the entire
Exactly. It's like, Cole, why are you acting surprised? You can see their tights right next to you on both sides.
You can make an excuse for Jerry the King, but when has Booker never had the full dress suit on when he's doing commentary?
Exactly. And his ring gear is just the little shorty trunk thingies. They're like his legs are completely exposed. You're just telling me you're sitting next to a 6-foot-tall black man who's got muscles out the ass, not wearing pants.
This sounds like a prelude to something in prison that's going to end.
And you're a skinny, tiny little white guy.
Yeah, prison bad stuff's going to happen.
Yeah. Okay, and we just railed on WWE for being racist about Hunico, and we just did that, but still.
So, yeah.
Welcome to Oz, anyone?
Booker T gets in the ring, and by the way, this actually has the Kofi Kingston handstand spot. As time expires, we've got a whole bunch of people in the ring. Out comes our first loser of the night, Dolph Ziggler. And
his hair's now graduated to cooked pasta, by the way.
Yes, he did.
That's just because it's sweaty.
Exactly.
And then
still fresh.
Well, you know what? I'm actually happy to have this spot because it wouldn't be a silver anniversary of the Royal Rumble if you didn't have the very first Royal Rumble winner in it, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Go ahead.
I could have just gone with like a
cameo. I have to admit, I was not expecting to hear hello.
However, it is no longer working there.
The crowd, however, was apparently completely into it because they did not stop chanting USA until he was gone.
And he was gone pretty quickly. Especially, him, Booker T, and the Great Khali all get eliminated one after another, and this brings in Michael Cole.
You also got to remember before we get into Cole, I know we're going to rail about that, but St. Louis is big on historic wrestling. Yeah, where Philadelphia is that hardcore, we fuck you in your face and you like it kind of town, and Madison Square Garden is the sophisticated, why say, yes, that was good wrestling, jolly good show. St. Louis is like, man, that's classic. I love it.
Well, then I have to give it to WWE for booking the right talent.
And that's where Cowboy Bob Orton is from. I'm pretty sure Kane is from the St. Louis, Missouri, Illinois area.
I don't know. Orton.
But that's where Randy Orton's from. There's a lot of wrestling history. That's where the first summit meeting of the people that formed the NWA met and formed the NWA. It was in St. Louis.
Hey guys, a little wrestling history for your dark match. I hope you guys.
Like I said, then I I have to give it to WWE for booking down the right town. Then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Michael Cole.
And it's still the Kiel Center to me, damn it. It's not Trade Center bullshit.
Michael
He
fucking
used to live there, sorry.
Cole.
And his music is the freaking Nickelback theme to Raw, which seems appropriate to me somehow.
Because for some reason the industry thinks we really want to see them, but no one really wants to hear them or see them anymore.
Michael Cole in the Royal Rumble.
You know what? I think it was fitting, honestly, because it's kind of a throwback to, in the last year or so, all the commentators have had significant roles in the ring, for better or worse. It's kind of a good send-up to conclude that, you know? It is. And he was just a comedy jobber in this, so I have no real problem with it.
I mean,
I would have found it funny if, like, by this absolutely insane alignment of the universe's chain of fuck-ups, Michael Cole won the Royal Rumble.
I mean, we haven't had a serious, just straight up comedy wrestler in this match since Santino, so we were due for another comedy spot.
I'll get you that, but my brain goes, Michael Cole in the Royal fucking Rumble. This does not compute. Can somebody just tosses out because he does not touch anybody, and then out comes Karma.
Yeah, well, the Great Khali got eliminated by Cody Rhodes, and Cole's in there just doing his little comedy heel smarmy douchebag thing, which I honestly enjoy when it's paced right, when it's controlled and not just up to 11. But,
Yeah,
He was dancing in the middle of the ring when everybody was focused on one side, kind of going a put up your Dukes pose, I guess.
Yeah, he was doing the bouncy boxer.
And then.
And you couldn't ask for a better entrant for that, because you guys all fucking love Karma. You hate Cole. WWE just gave you what you want, so I don't want to hear you bitching about Cole being in the Royal Rumble.
I'm not. I am not.
the only
Okay,
way
just
I would have actually liked it to have
Leaf, I need you to say it to me once. I need to hear it.
had Karma actually tossed Cole out on his ass.
Oh, wait. You need to hear what?
I need to hear you rant on Cole for just a minute. One line, just anything. I need it.
Cole is a douchebag, and
You're
hate him.
supposed to hate Cole.
There you go. Are you happy now?
No.
Okay. Anyways,
But we'll move on anyway.
so Karma comes out, and by the way, congratulations to Karma if she's had her child or.
No, she's in wrestling.
It's true that Karma didn't toss out Michael Cole, but I think it was pretty equal when she hit Michael Cole so hard his headgear flew out into somewhere.
Yeah.
That's
It really did. And Michael Cole's like, you know what, fuck this, I'm out. Okay, I'm getting out of the ring. And then Jerry and Booker get off commentary and just pull Cole out. It's like, no, stay out. And Ziggler runs over at Karma and is like, what are you doing here? Get out of here. And she's like, Facebuster.
Yeah, that I don't get. Like, why would Dolph Ziggler, of all people, give a fuck?
I don't know.
And
then
he's acting like they have some kind of history between each other, but they don't.
No. And
No,
then,
it's just because Dolph Ziggler's a chauvinistic pig. That's it.
okay, there we go. So then Karma tosses Honeyco out, and then Ziggler tosses Karma out. Okay,
and then, bam, bam, wow. Oh, you didn't know?
You're getting ahead of yourself.
Oh, I did?
Yes, you did. Because out next is Sheamus.
Oh, fuck Sheamus. I'm all about the road dog, baby.
I know you do. Because actually, Kingston gets chucked out by Sheamus, and then Sheamus just goes to town on Rhodes and Miz, and then you didn't know?
Bam,
Fuck that
bam,
rolling
bam.
up so bad.
Your ass better call somebody.
And
You've
then
got a
we
terrible
have
voice for that.
Yeah,
Terrible.
I'm trying to be actually a little bit quiet. Road Dogg's out. Out of fucking nowhere. Road Dogg.
And I fucking love this shit, because this is like the one surprise entrant they had this year that I was really excited to see. I was like,
do you know what I was chanting when I saw him?
What?
Voodoo Kin Mafia! Voodoo Kin Mafia!
I really do just wish that they had Chuck Palumbo and Billy Gunn come back so you can have the spot where they're trying to fight over Billy Gunn. And then it ends with Chuck Palumbo planting a kiss on Billy Gunn. He's just like, "What the fuck?" And they both throw him out.
So yeah, after Road Dogg, basically beats up the Miz,
He does.
Jey
He
Uso
does
comes
all the
out.
spots
And,
too. He does. He even does the shake, rattle, and roll fist.
Oh yeah, he hits his signature spots. And this is the one thing where I'll say they did goof up on the booking of this match in this one aspect. They did not have Road Dogg and R-Truth in the ring at the same time.
yeah, Road Dogg and K-Quick.
I didn't even think of that.
That would have been epic.
It would have been. So out next is Jey Uso with his
Or
brother.
as I like to call him, fucking nobody.
Yeah. Warm body number 24.
Especially after the massive pop Road Dogg got, followed by Jey Uso.
Yeah, and then followed by Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger, that boy, he's gonna win the Royal Rumble. I love the Jack Swagger. I love the Jack Swagger. You can't say bad things about the Jack Swagger.
Stop.
I'm the American.
Stop.
Okay. Anyway, it's swaggy time.
Swaggy time won't last very long because out comes Wade Barrett and
Wade Barrett. It's Wade Barrett.
Wait back.
Wade Barrett.
Wait back.
Barrett Barrett continues.
My dog, Limp Biscuit and turkey gravy and bad neck of boxing. I'm a bit Sheamus. I'm being a little champion.
Thank you, Tipas. Thank you very much.
Anyway,
was a little
Barrett
bit
tosses
cagey.
out Road Dogg, so bye Road Dogg.
Boo.
And out comes David Otunga.
He needs to be dressed up like Phoenix Wright from here on out now.
Oh, by the way,
He needs to grow his hair out and just shape it like that.
interesting side note with David Otunga and Otunga they actually made mention of the TMZ story where David Otunga stepped back into the courtroom as did a pro bono case and won for a guy who was wrongfully terminated from his job and basically got him unemployment benefits. And also during that same story, he said he was going to win the Royal Rumble.
Whoops.
I'm sorry.
I really would laugh if they went to their next hearing and he goes, "I'd like to move to dismiss my counsel. He didn't make good on his promise.
I
Lost my faith in him to deliver."
I do want to make another comment though. Michael Cole was. Oh, go ahead.
For some reason, Otunga worked on Rhodes when he entered the ring. I didn't get that, and yeah. So go on.
What really bothered me is that Cole was really talking up about getting this poor guy his unemployment benefits, and Lawler was shitting on it for effectively no reason. Like, yeah, how dare a smart guy help somebody? What an asshole!
Maybe because it was David Otunga.
That's pretty funny, actually.
It pissed me off personally.
I know it did. Next up is Randy Orton, who didn't see this coming. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh my god, I was so pissed when I saw Orton because all I saw was another WrestleMania rim, and I do not want to see rest hold Randy Orton in the ring anymore.
Tell us how you really feel, Revolver Man. No, because you give him so much shit. He is not a bad wrestler at all. He's
he's not a bad wrestler. He doesn't know how to do it. He does all the same. He's worse than fucking Cena when it comes to doing his stand.
Oh my god!
Seriously? Really?
Oh
wow.
Man!
I think you're in the minority here, Revolver.
Yeah,
probably in the minority.
And not just because you're Canadian.
We're talking about the guy who beat the 2004 Royal Rumble winner, who shall not be named, for his first world title defense.
Ooh. Yeah, because Triple H. Randy Orton is a piss stain on wrestling.
Oh my god, I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Wow, this is controversial. Anyways, Orton runs.
This is why you can't go to Canada for wrestling. You can't.
Yeah, I guess not.
They put milk in bags and they don't like Randy Orton.
Yeah, we like quality up in Canada. I'm sorry.
That's the milk.
How does bagging the milk make it more quality?
It makes it fresher.
No, it doesn't.
Do it.
It's one plastic container versus another.
Yes, but it's thinner, so it's get less chemicals leached into it.
Actually, milk that we have here in the States, that comes in a cardboard container, and well, it's not a plastic bag that looks like a breast implant.
Oh, come on, Ironbite. You'd probably get turned on by that.
No, I don't.
Sitting there, I can see Iron Bite up there in Canada, sitting there in the grocery store in the dairy aisle, squeezing the bags like. It feels so real.
So
I just want to suck the milk right out of them.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I had to take it that far. There was no turning back once I started.
No,
I
there wasn't.
apologize. Dear
So-
Lord, I apologize.
Spots. Power slams on Sheamus and Barrett. Double DDT on Rhodes and Ziggler, and then tosses Jey Uso out, RKO's Barrett, and then tosses Wade Barrett out.
I do have to wonder if the phrase milk bags being used for slang for boobies came first, or if the actual milk bag came first. Which one inspired the other?
That's a very
But
good question.
I will get right on that.
However,
I'm sure you will.
we have the greatest entrance in Royal Rumble history.
Chris Jericho.
Lights go down, and all we see is the jacket.
It's the greatest jacket of all time. I want that jacket. I'm going to go find Jericho, and I'm going to steal his jacket. And then I'm going to get the Undertaker on my ass because his little sister is going to send him after me to get the jacket back because she worked so damn hard on it.
And now I'm picturing Iron Bite standing in that dairy aisle, squeezing those bags of milk with a lit up jacket.
The Undertaker
sparkling.
The Undertaker storming down the cereal aisle after me, and I'm going, oh shit!
And there's Stone Cold Steve Austin grabs you in the freezer aisle. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
Yeah, and Booker T somehow was injured in the back.
Price check on Jackass.
Oh god, that'd be hilarious. So Chris Jericho.
Teddy Long would come out and make it a tag team match in produce.
Oh, so Jericho checks out Otunga,
Shut
and
up, Billy. You liked it.
the number 30 spot belongs to our first loser of the night, technically, the Big Show. And
I have to admit, I was not expecting the 30 spot to be the nothing spot. Really?
yeah, really.
Yeah.
At this point, Swagger is getting tossed out, so Big Show sort of, helps him get. Like, what are you doing? And then knockout punch.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing.
It was a KO hit.
Yeah, it really was. And then Big Show goes to town. He chucks out Miz and Rhodes, so there goes that storybook, that Cinderella story. And then he goes out.
And Miz got the longest time in this year's Royal Rumble, and Cody Rhodes got the most eliminations with 6.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, there wasn't a Kane in there to inflate his numbers, so it actually went to a different person.
I got a feeling that Kane is going to break Shawn Michaels' record at some point.
I don't know how many years he has left, but apparently putting the mask back on has changed everything. But moving on.
So our final four is...
It's like a whole new character again.
Yeah. Our final four, by the way, guys, is Big Show, Chase, Randy Orton, and the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, the King of the World, Chris Jericho.
Oh, also I want to say Chris Jericho came in and started fighting immediately. He didn't walk around the ring for 10 minutes.
It was legit Jericho. It wasn't troll Jericho.
Yeah, I was expecting him to climb in the ring and then just immediately climb out, but he actually wrestled, so I was happy.
Yeah, so was I.
And the final four get they hit their spots. RKO on Big Show from Orton, then Orton tosses Big Show out, and then he gets eliminated by Jericho. So our final...
Yes! Thank you, Jericho!
Oh, shut up.
Wow, I heard that from here without the computer speakers.
Go pour yourself a pound of milk and get over it.
I need a smoke, man.
Okay,
smoking
so
right now.
so it gets down to Chris Jericho, who has had a fabulous return, and then has been trolling us since that return, versus Sheamus, a guy who has been on one of the biggest biggest hot streaks I've ever seen, and that's coming off of that craptastic King Sheamus gimmick he had for a second.
Oh my God, King Sheamus.
And
I will
Those were
hand
the
I,
days.
I will hand it to who was it that made that?
Kevin Dunn.
Kevin Dunn. He somehow turned the King of the Ring into a burying tactic. That takes some imagination.
That does. This becomes, they both attempt to eliminate each other, but it was, it's just one of those things. Jericho and Sheamus put on a damn good one-on-one matchup for the 5 minutes they were in with each other, and they hit their spots. They hit Jericho locks in the walls of Jericho, and Cole's like, oh, he can't win by submission. No, but he can. But I'm like, no, but he can prevent Sheamus from lifting him if Sheamus's back is broken.
That's one thing. That was one of my shut the fuck up calls. Like, oh, you're not supposed to hurt each other in the Royal Rumble before you throw them out. That's news to me, Cole.
It was like, yeah, exactly. It was like, wait a second here. He's trying. You know what? Fuck you, Cole. You don't even
Anyways.
begin are worth a mention. And the finish comes where Jericho tries to. Previously, Jericho had done the whole skin the cat spot, made famous by several Rumble participants, but none more the less than Shawn Michaels. And as he's
Think
getting
about his
back
name
on,
for a second.
yeah, go ahead.
You had to think about his name for a second.
Yeah, I did. I'm looking at multiple things at the moment.
Stop looking at bags of milk and focus on the show.
Sexy. So as Jericho gets up on the ring apron, he eats the Baroque kick, and your 2012 Royal Rumble winner.
You missed a lot, Iron Bite. You missed Chris Jericho doing something that Savage made popular in the Royal Rumble and trying to pin Sheamus.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, he did try to pin Sheamus for a second. That was like, wait a second here. You forget what type of match you were in, Jericho? Yes. Okay.
And leading up to the bro kick that knocked Jericho out of the ring, Jericho went for the code breaker, but Sheamus was able to counter that and nearly toss him over the ring, which I thought was an impressive spot.
It really was. You know what? As we just sort of wind down for the fact, I'm gonna have to disagree with Keith because I know he did not like the fact that Sheamus won, but it was either going to be him or Jericho, and to be honest with you, I want to see Sheamus go to WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I have to agree with Iron Bite. As much as I love Jericho, they should really save the Royal Rumble for those who are trying to get to the top level, not people who are already there that need an excuse to get to WrestleMania. Because we have that now. It's called the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, I mean the fact of the matter is, Sheamus probably will go after Daniel Bryan, and so we'll have Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania, and they won't be dropped into a dark match that nobody saw.
They're all about doing things that have never been done before.
You never know. They might have Kid Rock back there doing a fucking 20-minute concert nobody wants to hear, and suddenly the World Championship is on the dark match.
I would be so pissed about that. And this is just me speculating. I'm not actually sure if this is, I'm not actually sure if this is going to happen, but I think we might have Jericho Punk at WrestleMania with Jericho being the champ.
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not saying I disagree or anything. I'm just saying I have no prediction on that.
Yeah, I really don't know who they're going to roll in. Normally, I'd go to my standbys, but Cena's booked up with Rock in their confrontation. apparently they don't want to put Orton in there, and there really isn't anybody else they have on standby for WrestleMania.
Yeah. So this is a young guy's year to shine, except for Jericho.
And really, does Jericho's coming off of that amazing return. I really think he'll get his momentum back in at the Elimination Chamber. But again, this is just me speculating. So guys, that's the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we do it?
So do what?
Shall we do what gets more screen time than John Morrison?
We didn't do that last year.
We also didn't do a Sheik tweet last year.
Fair enough.
Didn't talk about bagged milk last year either.
So, who wants to go first?
TNA's...
One rule. No surprise one-off entrance in the Royal Rumble count, because that's just cheating.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll start with TNA's India Promotions gets more screen time than John Morrison.
Ooh. That wasn't even on the show.
And it still got more screen time.
It did. Thank you, Jinder.
We'll go with Beth Phoenix looking pissed gets more screen time than John Morrison.
Karma's steel trap uterus gets more screen time than John Morrison, because that thing is hard as a rock. She's able to compete still.
Kane's kryptonite glove gets more screen time than John Morrison.
And you know what gets more screen time than all of them? The Dark Match. It's our 1-year anniversary, baby.
Congratulations to all of us. It's been a hell of a year, and you know what? We're hoping that we'll be here for many more years to come, entertaining you guys with our bitching about wrestling.
And I'd like to put this in the time capsule. 2016, TNA's death.
Ooh.
Oh, a bold prediction, perhaps?
I bet you 2 bags of milk.
So what year are you predicting?
17. I'm going to go with 17.
Oh, you're doing the freaking Price is Right book.
No, that would be 2015.
I'm in 2012.
Oh!
Yeah, that's right. This year.
I'm gonna go 2014.
All right. The winner gets 2 bags of milk, a full roll of Canadian bacon, and
Poutine.
poutine. Yes, gets a thing of poutine.
I just want the ham.
And on that note,
all I want is the ham.
Well, hold on. Before we go on that note, I just have to say, for everybody that actually listens to this little wrestling podcast with a bunch of nobodies that bitch about wrestling every week, for all you guys who have been there with us from the beginning, just really thank you for putting up with our insanity, for putting up with late shows and side shows, and for just being awesome fans in general. You know, this kind of thing on the internet, usually it dies within, I don't know, a week and a half. The fact that we've been able to maintain it for...
Especially with so many people.
Yeah, with so many people. And not to be cheesy, but I got to thank all these guys, because they're pretty much my best friends. And when certain events happened, you know, we could have split up and everything could have gone to crap, but they supported the show and kept everything going. So,
and now we're all going.
We really need to get out more.
Yeah, we really do need to get out more. But no, we're just gonna play board game online.
And we can watch the Redskins. Oh wait.
And play
League of Legends. You know what? I take back everything nice I said.
All right, and on that
NFL, go CFL.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we must leave you. For I am Ironbite.
Someone else. I'm the Revolver Man.
Professionalism. It's on you.
You go.
No.
And for Chico and the No Lead.
No, I gotta do it myself. I'm waiting for No Lead.
Fine, I'm No Leaf Clover.
And I'm Keefus, and DarkMatch is just getting deeper and deeper into it.
Good night.
sure to check us out on Spooky Forums and Reviewtopia and the actual one site we're affiliated with, TRE Productions. Good night and good luck.